Welcome, everyone, to another session of our mindfulness podcasts. Today's topic is questions. Do you feel centered or scattered? Do you feel balanced or burnt out? Whether we feel centered or scattered can have an effect on our sense of feeling burnt out or balanced. In Buddhist language, the feeling of being centered or grounded or balanced, even in the midst of life's stuff, is called equanimity, being equanimitous. We all know people like this, right? Those who have experienced all sorts of upheavals and yet remain steady in navigating through all of it. They remain steady not by ignoring or resisting or even powering through. They remain steady by relating to each event as though it were a visitor to be welcomed. They remain steady by going with the flow. We can choose to swim upstream, lots of effort, lots of burnout, or we can choose to float with the current, see where it takes us, be cradled in the arms of life. So how do we do that? Busyness. Looking at our life for signs of busyness. Busyness tends to scatter the mind. And in scattering the mind, it scatters our energetic resources. Both time and energy are similar in that they are limited resources. We've probably felt how overexpending our energy, we're beat at the end of the day, and we look at the clock and wish there were another 10, 20, 30 more hours. The difference, though, between the two is that energy is renewable. We can eat something, we can take a nap, we can take a walk in order to feel renewed and refreshed. Time, on the other hand, is limited and not renewable. When our time is spent, our time is gone. We can't buy more, even on Amazon. We can't negotiate more. How we spend our time is gone forever. So in order to feel equanimitous, balanced, centered, we want to look at how we spend our energy and how we spend our time. And we can do that by bringing mindfulness to the equation, finding ways to center ourselves. Simply bring awareness, this act of being mindful. Awareness arises when we pay attention in the present moment with curiosity. Just this, just here, just now. Mindfulness and its subsequent meditation is about doing nothing, and yet doing the most important thing. Just dropping into a state of being. Being, just being, can be restful, can be relaxing, it can be helpful in countering burnout. Another way to find center is to notice what enhances your lived experience. What makes this moment sing? What renews energy? What honors the time spent? What do you do and say I want to do that again. That was amazing. Notice what enhances your lived experience. Another way to find center is notice limiting beliefs. What's the loop playing within the confines of the skull? The limiting beliefs, the doubts, the critic. Typically, those things are what keep us in our busyness loop. If I just do one more thing, if I just do one more thing. It's the sense of always striving and never arriving. A fourth way to find center and balance is to focus on just one thing. Oh, we've heard it before. No multitasking. But, I have so much to do. I've got to do more than one thing. Multitasking simply does not exist. We exhaust ourselves by task switching. By focusing on just one thing, more is accomplished with less effort. We have a greater capacity to work from flow. The fifth way to find center is to limit distractions. Turn off all the pings and dings, all the notifications. Actually, place your distractions, namely technology, somewhere else, except perhaps your computer. But turn the distractions off. And then finally, work focused. Set period of time, and then invite a break. The break is the renewing. The break stretches, nourishes, enhances our creativity. And then finally, meditation. And so we will do a meditation together. Meditation is an invitation to rest. Rest is essential. Rest is imperative. Rest is restorative. Rest regenerates. Rest renews our energy, and rest is a valuable way to use our time-limited resource. To rest is actually to create a spaciousness of time. And so we will rest. Letting go of the words, but holding on to the essence. Find your way inhabiting the present moment completely. Bring the attention of the mind right here into the body. Begin at the level of the feet. Ground yourself. Know the present moment through the feet. The earth is our guide. Right beneath you, bearing witness to your presence. Bring attention to your seat. Feel the pedestal from which your body will rise up. Eyes are closed completely or partially. Invite attention to land on the breath. Breath as the present moment experience. Breath as the ultimate experience of life. Breathing in is followed by a breathing out. There's no need to effort the process. There's simply a flowing with the process. Resisting breath, resisting life. So breathe with your full attention on breathing. Breathe and invite a relaxation to sweep over the body. The shoulders melting, the body softening. Breathe and ask yourself, what is the most important thing right now? Just allow whatever received to be there. Breathe again. This time noticing what thoughts are present. Thoughts moving through. Just thoughts. Breathe again and notice the body. Any sensations of emotions or feelings. Just energy moving through, flowing. Breathe once again and notice the heart, the space of the heart, the quivering heart. The heart that represents our values and intentions. What's there? What wants to be heard? Just breathe and release. Moment of Release by Donna Flouds. You've held the pose for so long. All your sweat and effort, all your focus, courage, and connection have brought you to this moment of release. Receive it with your whole being, knowing that you can't control where surrender takes you. You can only give yourself over to the flow of breath and consciousness that leads into the clear light of your remembering again. Breathe in balance. Breathe in centered. Breathe in release.